I've been blowing my nose a lot because of that. I've been getting a lot of nosebleeds. So, I actually have a nosebleed right now. You're gonna see it there. Quite red. Hold on, put my phone down. So, if you read the title, sorry, blood's going down my nose. If you read the title, I'm going to be putting my computer back in a case because it's been a while since it's been in a case. Not exactly a year, but it'll soon be about a year. I'm going to just leave that paper in there. You have to deal with there being paper in my nose. Okay, I can feel blood going down my throat. I hate that flavor or taste, whatever. Okay, so let me go ahead and I don't need chat right now. All right. So this room is a fucking mess because no one stays here, and my mom uses this as basically her. No one gives a fuck about this room. So it's a complete mess. Okay, this is my computer. I like computers a lot, so I fuck with them. I got computer parts lying about and fucking phone parts lying about. Literally, I fuck with everything. I fuck with technology. That's not showing my money. Yeah, so I have CPUs there, which are all functioning, by the way. i7 and i5s, they're all functioning. I just collect them and shit. So this is my computer. It's not been in a case for a while now. It's been sitting on this test bench. I can just fuck with it whenever. But as you can see, hella dust on all my parts. Just because I've been too lazy to fucking... You see it. I don't know if you guys can see it coming off, but that's just coming off in like... layers. Like, it's a lot of dust. So, yeah. Anywho's, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a case. Now, I do have 3 of them over there. And I don't know which one to choose. This is my old one right here. An old Corsair one. I think it's a 100C or whatever, I can't remember the name of it. Then I have this one. It's a Cooler Master half case, or HAF. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in there. So that means we're gonna have to just deconstruct this thing. As you can see, this is my front I/O. It's literally just 2 cables. So my power and my restart. So I'm gonna go ahead and the motherboard mountain. And then here's the thing, I have experience with computers, and I know there's a way you're supposed to do things. I know you're supposed to put things on certain things in order to, minimize the electrostatic discharge and all that fancy jazz. But I've messed with computers for long enough to know that, honestly, half the things that they teach you are true, and half of them are unlikely. So basically, for some of them, it's like, yes, 100% do that, and for the other one is like, you don't have to, but it's just a precaution. So if I do shit and you're like, that's not all you're supposed to do, John, you motherfucking idiot, I know I'm doing that on purpose. This is my computer. I'm taking my own risks here. So if I do something that like makes you go, fucking idiot, what are you doing? It's fine. It's my computer. I do with it what I want. It's my money that's going to waste if it fucking breaks. Okay. So I'm trying to find a place to set my phone. Also, I think my nose finished bleeding, so that's great. But now there's like a taste of blood at the back of my throat, so I kind of want to go spit that out. Okay, these. I will go into my room and just flip over this so you don't see my room. Cool. So I do have another motherboard. Actually, wait. I do have ESD bags. Okay. I have. Right, I never have my light on. Okay, I have 2 motherboards in my bookshelf, and they're sitting on. Okay, I have 4 motherboards in my bookshelf. Sorry, I might too close to my phone here. I have 4 motherboards, and they all have their own ESD bag. And well, at first I thought it was gonna be easy, but unfortunately there is. So I do have 2 ESD bags, but they all have something in them. And then I have another motherboard right here, right in front of me, with an i7 on it, which I could use actually. You know what? Yeah, I've been delaying switching to an i7 because I don't have a cooler. I might just, I don't know, if it's going to be the case, I can't jerry rig because of the fucking mounting. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna have to do it later. But I've been delaying getting into my i7 rig and just getting a whole lot more performance out of my computer, just because I'm lazy. But honestly, if I wanted to, I could very easily up my performance by a lot just by switching on over to. I'm trying to find out where I can place my phone here. Just by switching on over to my Intel machine. But I've just been lazy and I've been wanting to do things. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can see me. Great. I'm gonna talk a little bit louder, which kind of sucks. Again, I'm sick. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unplug. Everything works. Okay. It's a lot of motherfucking cable, I'll tell you that much. Okay. We'll go ahead and take these off. And then if I remember correctly. Alright, okay, yeah. I know which was which, I have a tab on them. Okay, cool. Now, go ahead and take these out. So this is my wireless my network card. Now this is an old one that I took out of a machine from like 2003. Because honestly I use Ethernet and I thought what's the point of having one? But realistically all it's good for is like sometimes we move the router around or I don't know, whatever. But basically every once in a while I switch over to wireless because I have to. So come on. There we go. So this is my GPU, for anyone wondering. Oh shoot, I just did. So this is my GPU. It's a, I probably don't have good lighting, but it's a 970 GTX 970 Strix from Asus. Great card, by the way. I've had it for like almost actually I think it's 2 years already. Great card, still performs. This thing's a beast. And I mean, I've used it to mine Bitcoin and such. So I mean, it's competent. Or not Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's dummy hard to mine. But I've used it to mine, nonetheless. SATA pins, and then honestly, I'm not gonna take my RAM and CPU out just because I mean, I'm literally just switching cases. I don't have to take everything off. Oh shit! Oh, I forgot about that. Fuck. Okay, I do have to move things out of the way from down here, just because I don't want to be hitting these things. Oh, so that's where I put them. These are the screws for my power supply. I didn't know I put them right behind my power supply. Because actually right here on my desk, I have a bowl of screws, and I don't necessarily know what they're all for. I just have a bowl of screws that came off of things, and I just didn't put them back where they went. So I'm like, okay. And I mean, to be fair, it happens to everyone. You're just like, yep, this is the screw. Whatever, screw bin, screw bucket, screw something, but everyone has a thing for screws. I used to have a little small flathead around here. Like, I forgot that there is, oh, another phone. I forgot that one connector, the 8-pin for the motherboard that is to help power the North Bridge. is always finicky. Like, it's not like hard to get off. It's just that there is the cooler right here is like stupid big, and it's right in the place where the pin goes, and it's just like annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna get the case. I just do an easy transfer because I don't want to like put it on my bed and do all that stuff. That's Old Reliable right here. First case I had. This is the new one. So for comparison, a lot bigger. Also, hard metal. This is metal, but nowhere near as hard and tough as this thing. Jesus. Okay. Now the thing about this one, and a lot of my stuff, is it survived Harvey. Now, what I mean by that, I don't want to yell because I'm sick. Okay, what I mean by that is this case and an i7 and a few other things came from my scouting after Harvey, and I saw that a lot of people were throwing out their computers, and I went, well, I like collecting, so I'm gonna collect things that look old, right? Like I want to have I don't know, old PCs and things that you won't buy even at a thrift store. So that's what I was doing, and I found a few cool pieces. Then I went, wait a minute, these are brand new machines in the case and everything. I gave one of them to James, my best friend who lives near here. I play with him all the time. You might see me playing with him on channel. And so I gave one of those to him, and the other one I kept this one, the Cooler Master HAF case, and they had like brand new i7s, like Z99 or X99 motherboards, like top of the line shit, crap ton of RAM and everything. The motherboards were fried, completely dead, flooded. The CPUs, however, perfectly fine, both of them. And one of them had a GTX 6 series, I think, 6 or 7 series. Like a GTX 660 or 670, I can't remember exactly. But one of those really good cards, it was a WindForce triple fan setup, really nice looking. And I was like, I have a thing, I can run dual, but I was like, nah, because they're different gens, it might not work well. And I was like, okay, James, my friend has been struggling for a while trying to get a computer. James, here's a gift. My man's take this GPU, works fine. And so I gave him the GPU and a case. And so I kept the two i7s, and this is my Old Reliable. This is the one I've had since day one, the first computer I built, still running fine. And like I said, I have an i7, which I got from Harvey, works perfectly fine, overclocks as a K. It's a 4770K. So, I mean, it is working. These are the screws for my SSD. This is the SSD itself. Let's go ahead and unplug it from the SATA. Okay. So yeah, this is my SSD. It's a OZZ Triton 100. Not that much, just 128 gigs. Go ahead and put it over here because it's just an SSD. Nothing happens from that. Power supply. Oh right, my hard drive. I forgot to put my hard drive up here. Now this one you do want to be careful with because hard drives cannot be dropped. They can, but hard drive. You don't want to drop your hard drive ever, especially not when it's running. Like that is the absolute worst thing you could do to your hard drive is drop it when it's running, or like give it a shock. Okay. Now, let's see. How can I grab this? Actually, just unplug it. Okay. I'm trying to leave the CPUs where they are because I don't have an anti-static anything to put them on because they're all in use with motherboards and shit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my thing out. I'm running out of compressed air, so I have to use some uncompressed air directly from the source. Organic uncompressed air. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put Old Reliable over here. And put this bad boy on the chair. Oh, well, I was gonna say unless it's a thick boy and it won't fit on the chair, but it fits. Oh well. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the rear I/O, or the motherboard plate from the thing in a bit. Right, these are all SATA cables and power supply cables that again came from Harvey. As you can see, they have gunk and shit. I don't think they work, but I honestly just kept them because free SATA cables and 3-prong for power supplies. And if they work, then great. If not, I'll recycle them, whatever. I didn't want to leave them on the side of the street because they just go to landfill. And I thought, why would you, let cable go to a landfill? It's metal and plastic, so you wouldn't want that shit to go to a thing. That would never decompose. So yeah, I went ahead and rescued that. Did a pretty good job. Cleaned these cases out with a shit ton of Clorox. Like, got home, cleaned the bitches out, left them, sun-dried them and everything. Like, I cleaned them up good, made sure they're all nice and ready to use. And, yeah, so, like, this thing is pretty damn nice. It's a lot more spacious than my previous one, that's for sure. I know you won't be able to see me too well. Actually, let's see if I can move it since I've already done messing with my computer itself. Okay. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. So, that's the inside of it. Like I said, metal, dog. A lot of people want to move away from this, but honestly, I'm okay with it. It's a lot bigger than my previous one, so I'm okay. Because this is a full ATX, to where that one, it was an MATX, like I have a full ATX board, but it had enough space for just that, and like maybe a radiator at the top, maybe. Like that is a very big maybe, because like it was quite crammed, but this thing is plenty of room, dog. And obviously, bottom mounted, I used to have a filter here for the power supply. I might have to improvise with that, but yeah. Also the hard drive cage thing right here. I think I had a bag with all the things that fit in here, because I remember I like saved them and shit, and I can remove them. Like if you can see, there's like little screws right here and on the back. Like I cleaned this thing well. Like I took everything out, so I can literally take these cages out, and this is like a little thing for an SSD, so I can just put my SSD right here and like maybe leave this one here and put my hard drive in here, and then just to get rid of this little cage. That's what these little clips are for, so you can remove it. So like, oh no, I screwed it in. Yeah, yeah, but like, literally, like I figured out how this thing worked, and I mean I can fit a fucking radiator in here. I can fit one up here. Like this thing is great. Like that's why I kept it. It was just so big. I'm like, well, I'm gonna overclock that i7. I really want to have a cool water cooler in there, so that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Let's see, I'm gonna need some standoffs. I'm probably gonna take the back off. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera back where it was, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and, move my keyboard out of the way, and I think just work on it. Fuck, don't fall. And work on it great. Is there? I'm trying to balance my phone here. I'm sorry. Fucking Christ. Why doesn't it balance, dog? It was balanced a few seconds ago. Why the fuck? Nani. Okay. Damn it. I like have, as I was putting the phone in the thing where it was before, I literally got like a shitty cramp. Like really bad cramp. So I'm just like, dog. Why? Oh, come on. Does it just have to be low? Is that what it is? No? Then what the fuck, dog? Oh. That works. Whatever. Okay. It's a little crooked. I'm sorry for that. I got a cramp like right here. Okay. I think I have standoffs in here. Because of the okay, I have two of them right here. Because I gave one of the cases to James, he didn't have any standoffs, so I gave him some standoffs, and those included my own standoffs that I didn't need them because this thing has plastic standoffs. So I just gave them. I gave the standoffs to James. So ATM. Okay, that's a standoff. I don't have any standoffs. Is that a standoff? Oh, this is. I mean, we'll make do. I mean, I take risks with my computer. I'll tell you that much. Like, if it works, it works, dude. I'll jank this fucking computer. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's at least 4 standoffs. And I think I actually might have, what's this? There's a piece of metal that is on my motherboard, but I don't know where it came from, but it doesn't seem to have come from the motherboard. Okay. I do have it screwed down. Okay. I do have to move you out of the way. I'm gonna put you down here with the CPUs. You'll be safe, don't worry about it. Move you back. So, oh, these are fucking screws. Okay, I'm gonna get my little box of screwdrivers. Be right back. Cool. Then we can get the rear panel. Wop wop. Now, right, the rear motherboard. I'm trying to remember everything I have to do because it's just like, fuck, I forget. Okay. This one, thankfully, has just thumb screws, so I don't have to get my screwdriver for this one. I don't think you guys can even see me, but narrating anyways. Alright. Cool. Now, the issue is, however, that has absolutely no case fans, but I mean, it doesn't matter because I haven't been running this thing with case fans to begin with. Because, I mean, it's open air and my room fan is on at all times at full blast. Which, I mean, you'd probably be like, John, what the fuck? It's not safe. I know it's not. But I take risks. Okay. And then, there we are. I'm like, fuck, did I put the thumb screw? Okay. I have to blow my nose, but I'm like low key. Not necessarily scared, but I just don't want more blood to pour out of my nose like it was earlier. So, hey, I think someone's home. Probably my mother. Never mind, I think the neighbor's leaving. Okay, anyways. Okay, so here is the motherboard's rear I/O. I'm going to install that. Make sure it's right side up. Okay. Cool. Went in like butter. Okay. Now let's put in some standoffs here. Alright, actually let's unscrew it first, make sure there isn't any standoff on here that I could use because like I said, I don't have any because I gave them all to James. So James, if you ever watch this, you have all my standoffs, fucker. Okay, that one doesn't have one. And that one's a plastic one. And that one doesn't have one. Okay, that one doesn't have one. I think that's the only one I had on. Okay. Interesting. So that's a motherboard screw and release. Oh, I did have one on there. Okay, I'll take that one off. Wow, this thing is dusty. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one off and then put it over there and then place it back on here. So that I don't have to hold it the whole time. Okay. Cool. Go ahead and put these on the board. put the middle screw in the middle. And we'll put the hold it till screw. Let's see, what does it have on it? It has one up here and up there and right there in the center. Let's go with right here in this top center. And oh, this was too shallow or too small. So is this one? Oh shoot, they're not the right depth. It's fine. Like I said, James didn't have any standoffs in his computer at all, and he had a case. So XD, okay. I was supposed to hold it by the. There we go. Cool. Don't worry, my dude. I've done this plenty of times. Easy first fit. Now go ahead and put this screw where it belongs. Now I probably should have put the power supply in first. And I agree with you. I never do things the way I'm supposed to do them, which is a big fault. Remember, never tighten everything down as hard as it goes. Ever. Ever. Just hand tighten. That's it. Tighten any more than that, you'll break something. I've never broken anything, but I know someone who has. And it's horrible. Don't ever break something. Okay, now, I need to line this up so I can know which things I'm going to remove. Oh, hard drive cage. Oh no. It won't fit into the hard drive cage. Oh, it's easy. Like I said, I can remove it. Okay. See, that's why I'm not putting everything in first. I'm just test fitting. Alright. So I'll remove the cage, and I'll use the bottom cage. And then, once it goes in, I'll use which two. I'm trying to see which two, these two? Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to see which little panels I'm removing. Okay. First, let's remove this cage, if I remember how to. Oh, they're screwed from the back. Ah, fuck. See, it's been so long since Harvey, which is when I got these and cleaned them out, that I legit don't remember where everything goes. In this specific case, not necessarily in the computer. I know where everything goes in the computer. Oopsie. Cool. I'm like, wait, did I screw down my motherboard or not? I want to be like fucking moving this thing, and it's like, oh shit, my motherboard isn't screwed down. It fucking clonks and breaks. So, yeah, this cage is screwed from the back. And this is why I'm test fitting everything instead of going at it all at once. Actually, you know what I should? Oh damn, I'm streaming from my phone. I need to hit James up and ask him if he has any extra standoffs, because I really need one, or any that he can spare. Because like I said, right now I'm working on 2 standoffs. Like that is how many standoffs I have currently on my motherboard, holding my motherboard up at the moment. So, like I said, nothing safe. Okay. Boom, slides out like that. Now, my GPU should fit perfectly fine, no issue. Son of, I keep pushing the fucking. Okay. Oh yeah, the motherboard definitely has some play because of due to the lack of standoffs, which is bad because this case is full metal. And I'll tell you one thing, you do not want your fucking motherboard to touch the metal in the back of your case. It'll cause a short. So, I do have these, which they're not the right size. Like, they won't stand off at all. They're too small. But right now, I'm just doing a test fitting and making sure everything fits. And once everything fits, I'll screw everything down. So for right now, my stream will not be putting everything in the case and finalizing everything. It'll just be me putting things in the case and double checking everything. And once I'm putting everything in the case and finalizing it, I'll go ahead and stream again. Before then, I will go to James's home and ask if I could please get some fucking standoffs, because these standoffs are I don't have any. I give them one to him. Actually, that case over there might have some donor ones. I would check that before I go over to this place. Don't want to be rude, right? And make sure that the fuck, I keep forgetting, right? Leave my GPU. Go over to his place and see if he has any. I apologize, by the way, if anyone's talking in chat and I don't see it. It's because well, I'm not looking at chat. My phone's all the way over there, so sorry about that. But normally there isn't anyone in here, like ever. So I doubt that there's anyone watching right now. So, for that reason, I'm not acknowledging chat. If there's anyone in chat, I'm sorry. Let's find out. Boop, boop. 0 viewers, and then no chat yet. See, there you go. I was right. Okay. So, I uncovered the wrong PCIe slot. So let's go ahead and cover that. Come on. Fucking, dude, being sick sucks. Like, you lose so much of the things that you could do before. Okay. Now, once again, I keep looking behind me for my GPU for some idiotic reason. And voila, fits. Cool. So, I'm going to go ahead and power supply test fitting. Make sure my power supply fits in there. Because that would suck if my power supply did not fit. So, now my power supply isn't fully modular, it's semi-modular. And look at that, it fits. Sweet. All the holes line up, nothing weird. Great. Now, once again, this case had a lot of things, including some dampening on the bottom, so that the power supply didn't rattle a shit ton. But that was completely just destroyed by Harvey. So I went ahead and just yanked that out. Same with the all the slots, like they were plastic, and like that shitty water and everything, it just made the plastic. So I had to take it all off. So I'm gonna have to like do some janky SSD and hard drive mounting. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Whatever. As long as like I never smash my thing on accident, it'll be fine. Power supply fits. Everything fits. And then the back has plenty of room for. Okay, cool. So that, and then SSD. I already know where I'm gonna mount it. I'm gonna mount it on the bottom, but go ahead and check. Now I'm gonna mount it right here, and then, or I can mount it in here. Same with the hard drive. So those fit. That fits. Now on the back here, I can put a fan, same on top. I do have a fan. Where's my fucking screwdriver? Right here, which I don't even know where I got this fan from. Not even using the right screw for it, by the way. Oops, screw just fell, doesn't matter. Wow, like I said, no filters or anything. That's what that looks like after the amount of time I've been using it. So. Okay. A lot better. That's why you have to do maintenance, by the way. Preventative maintenance is what it's called, right? As you can see, it's just a lot bigger than a regular 120 mil. And let's see if it fits here. It does not, but it'll probably fit on top. And it does. Oh wow, and it fits with the mounting too. Wow, cool. Alright, so I'm gonna just put it up here on top, right above the CPU. See where's pull and where's push. There we go. Airflow, rotation, airflow, down. So this would be pulling into the case. I'd be pulling out of the case. I believe it's always one top one to push in and up the back. This one pulls out the back. Okay, so this fits. Cool. Again, test fitting right now. Hard drive SSD, that all fits. I don't even need this because I only have one hard drive. I'm not running RAID or anything. So that's cool. And then let's see. I have copper pipes and shit that I took out of computers that again I was able to rescue during Harvey. reason I pull this out is because in this is where I put some of the shit I found during Harvey. It's so like I said, I have these, which are Intel coolers, which are the ones that I actually found with the with all those computers that I fixed up from the flooding, and just a block of copper mounting, all the stuff which I got off. So like I could easily use this Thermaltake fan on that case. I could use this Cooler Master, which I actually think this Cooler Master one is from that case, so I might put this fan on. And this one, I have no idea where it came from, but it's Molex powered, so I can't even use it. So yeah, let me just check the pins, because I know a lot of the pins were like just destroyed during the flood. So yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I'm just checking because I remember I put stuff places. I just remember what I put away. Okay, I have other parts in here as well. Like a fucking laptop motherboard. And remember these? I have these in here too. Oh! I found it. I was looking for my microphone thingy, the portable mount. That's for my microphone. That one. Fucking yeah. Being sick sucks. Okay. I'm just trying to see if I put any of those plastic mounts, if I kept any of them, because I just don't remember what I kept. I remember I kept some shit, but I don't remember everything that I kept. Now I do have some more things in my room, but those are just motherboards and shit that don't work. They're just paperweights that I went ahead and kept because, well, they're old pieces of technology that no one else would have kept. Have to my nose. Probably bloody, so I'm just gonna step over here so you can see my blood. Oh God. Okay, I blew my nose and I was right. It was bloody. And I have a nosebleed again because, like I said, my nose is sensitive as fuck. Now, I found this other box. Again, nothing but stuff from Harvey. Now, these cables in here are all from my power supply that came with the i7 machine, as well as this puppy, which actually goes in that empty slot. I don't know if you see that there's an empty slot over there. This is one of the cages for the hard drive in that case. As you can see, it's solid metal. And all these cables right here is a front I/O from the 3 cases. One of which I gave to James, but he didn't need the front I/O because honestly, it's corroded and shit. That's why my front I/O from this case was literally just 2 little switches and that's it. Because everything else is in trust, but it's in this box. So I'm thinking maybe I put some of the plastics that are for dampening and shit in there. So these obviously don't work, but I kept them because my power supply is modular, and I went, well, if they work, I'll use them. Here's all front I/O from various computers. This is a hard drive cage. Like solid metal. Oh sweet. This is one of the dampening things I was talking about. It's a little rubber thing that goes on the outside of the power supply and dampens it. So that's great, I found that. That'll keep it from rattling with the screws. Some more fans. Aftermarket, this one has LEDs in it, but the headers are rusted to shit. I just kept them because they're cool. This was also inside one of those i7 machines. Some diamond card. Apparently my friend says it's for like TV or something. So that's cool. I kept it just because it had like gold plating in it. Or gold paint at least. But yeah. So like I said, this is the front I/O. I'll go ahead and keep. Oh, there's a second one. Cool. So there must be one for the front, one for the back of the case. Cool. Alright, I'll use those. This front I/O is, I think all of it's for this case actually. Hold on. Because it has that one, which is 2 USB. Oh no, it's this one, and then this one goes on top for the on/off, and then the reset, and then that's the HD power light. Yeah. And then this other one is for the other case, which is the one that I gave to James, or is that? Oh, it's for that one. Oh, so I did give the stuff for James. Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and keep these here, cause I mean I know that the hold on. Yeah, I'll show the damage to you guys in a sec. Hold on. I just need to separate these. Okay. So like for instance, this one, which has front USB 3, right? Looks perfectly fine. Sorry, I can't see where the camera's looking. But then if you look at the headers, or the pins on the back here, I don't know if you can see that very well, because, no. Well, they're rusted. They're straight up just rusted. All the contacts are rusted because of the waters from Harvey. So, because of that, they're no longer usable. That is why I don't use them. Put the strap away. Okay, that's why I don't use them. That's why I'm not going to use them. Now, so I'll put this in the box of things that aren't usable, basically. Okay. This one is a front I/O for this case, and these pins seem to be alright. They don't seem to have any rust on them. But I didn't want to plug them in because I don't want anything to short. So I'm going to keep these for the eventuality that they might work. I'm going to have to use like a voltmeter or something. And then this is the front I/O that goes, or not front I/O, top I/O. Oh no, what is this one for? Hold on. Right, this goes off to the side right here where the power and reset button are. There's some LEDs in the middle for HD usage and the actual power. So that's that, and then there's this red LED indicator which says HDD light. So this one, is there an this might be for the other case. Yeah, this one might be for the other case. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I just know that these pins all have a use. Okay. For now, we'll put it with that one, but I think it actually comes with, it goes in this one. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh, fuck, I dropped the fucking, okay. So this is the on-off, but, oh, that's why, okay. That's why I was using the other ones. These, the on-offs, are completely corroded and just yellow. Like, completely corroded. So I'm not going to end up using these, unfortunately. I'm going to have to jerry-rig some sort of a switch system. Actually, I might just be able to, these seem to be just glued down or held down with clips. What I might do is I might just take these out of the clips and then use the ones I'm currently using and switch them out for these. Because these will not work, 100% sure. That won't work. It's... But everything else, the front I/O, the headphone, microphone, USBs, those might work because those do not look corroded or affected at all by the water damage. So we'll find out. Now, as you guys know, this is in fucking May of 2018. So Harvey was a while ago, and I'm just not getting around to doing this because pretty lazy. Okay, it's gonna be a pull. So. Fits, cool. So yeah, I'm gonna use this here. And then I'm going to have the other big one on top. SSD, or hard drive and SSD in the cages right here. Cool. And I'll be right back. I have to switch out my nose paper because nosebleeds suck. Okay, paper in my nose has been switched out, so that's cool. I guess I'll go ahead and put these little dampeners on my power supply right now. Well, like, remember to. Hopefully they fit. Let's see. This one goes on the back. It looks like they will fit, which is great. Nothing like recycling, right? Hey, it fits. Great. Cool. So that means it'll at least dampen some of the rattling that's going to go on from the just from normal. If you guys have a computer, you know what I mean. Or if you guys have ever built a computer and have messed around with one, you know what I mean. They rattle a lot. Power supplies do. Because of them fucking the fans. And just computers. Computers in general, they all rattle. Okay. That's great. Oh, I put it on upside down. Leave it to John to mess something up as simple as putting something like this on. Okay. Bam, bam, bam. Cool. So, there we go. Dampened power supply. So that it doesn't sound like my computer's in World War II going pop, 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 pop every fucking time you turn it on. Cool. Cool. I think my nosebleed has subsided, which is great. And, okay, test fit, everything fits. Fans fit. Power supply fit. Actually, I'm gonna see what it feels like to have it in there when it's dampened to see if it sits a little bit nicer or whatever. So it sits the same, but now there's, yeah, cool. So it fits, everything's cool, everything's great. Oh wow, okay, so yeah, the thing on the bottom doesn't even matter, because that's only if I'm mounting it like this, which would mean it would suck air in from the bottom, which, actually I probably should do that. That would help out with the, actually, let's see. Oopsie. My B. Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll bottom mount it. Okay. I'll have it bottom mounted, which will suck in air from the bottom, which means this thing's gonna get dirty as fuck. And I don't have a filter there. I might just put some little cloth, like the things you use for your fucking windows, which is too thick for dust, but so I'll find something. Yeah. And then I could put a fan in the front. Actually, a lot of the fans that are in there came from I think one of them came from the front. I might put one up there to suck air in, have this one push air down, and make this one pull or something. I don't know. I'll see. Once shit's happening, I'll see how I'm gonna do things. But cool. Everything fits. Satisfied with the case. Yeah, and even the bottom has like thicker things in my previous case. So yeah, I'm making compromises here due to the fact that it's a borrowed case, and by borrowed I mean stolen, not necessarily stolen, but recovered from Harvey, and a lot of the parts were thrown out because they just weren't usable or they were completely rusted to shit. So that's what it looks like right now. Obviously my GPU is gonna go here, power supply's here. I might put something in the front. Have plenty of room for cable routing and all that, cable management, because I love cable management. That'll go in the back. I can put some. I can finally have a fucking reader, which is probably gonna be a Blu-ray. I don't know if they make any, and I think I have seen a few that are expensive as all fuck. But I have a 4K TV in the living room, and this is AMD overclockable and everything. Obviously 970 gaming. But I might put this thing in the living room. Obviously, if I'm gonna put it in the living room, I put it in the more subtle, much smaller case, and put it in the living room, and then do some fucking 4K Blu-ray shit over there, or and I'm gonna put the i7 in here because the i7 has its own motherboard and everything. It's in the other room, but it's just not working yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get in contact with James, see if he has any more mounts. Because as you can see right now, this one and this one up here are the only ones with a actual mount right now, or fucking standoff, motherboard standoff. Because I have these, but these are too tall, and the screw on the bottom is too small. So yeah, that won't work. But everything else is fine, and yeah, we'll see how everything goes. We'll be back. Thank you everyone for watching. Yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stuff, and sorry for being sick and for missing a day of streaming. God. Okay. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys some other time.